What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing well, and let's get straight into things. So you can see that dollar's clearly continuing its downwards pressure towards our south side liquidity targets, which is not a problem. Very nice and expansive day today on Monday, and it is looking like we're going to start to trade towards these stops, which I've got my eyes set on as we move into Tuesday and Wednesday. So when we see price move this fast on a Monday, especially so early in the week, it does usually set us up for the likelihood of a later reversal, as in moving on to Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday, we're likely going to see the reversal for the week. So with that in mind, we can expect a continuation lower and not really expect any kind of, full reversal to actually form until later in the week. So yeah, like I said, large expansions like this on Mondays, and you're seeing how fast price is moving. When price moves fast at the beginning of the week, it usually does. It is usually a big hint to us that there is going to be a reversal later in the week. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've called these kind of weeks before, where although I wanted to see us trade higher at the beginning of the week, when we're moving really fast like this and we're taking out stops very quickly, not that we've grabbed them yet, but the point is this moving fast. When we're doing that, like I said, it's usually doing that to drive a lot of manipulation, send people in one direction, so that later on in the week it can pull back. But nonetheless, let's drop down to the 4 hour, take a closer look. Beautiful delivery to the downside, a little bit of consolidation here, and it does, like I said, look like we're going to continue to see that consolidation. That continuation. You can see a nice little 4 hour fair value gap. Look how price has treated it, traded into it a couple times, and still, volume staying significantly lower than price. So I've definitely got my eyes set on this weekly low as well, which is nice to see. Price failing to tap into it today. This is intentional, guys. Like, there's going to be stops building below there, and like I said, moving into Tuesday, I'd like to see those south side liquidity stops grabbed, and ideally I'd like to think that we can get down here as well. We will drop down to the 1 hour, take a closer look. You can see how we pull back into this range, a little bit of consolidation. It is quite heavy still, and it is at 4 p.m, which is quite interesting. There is high impact news on Tuesday, so it'll be nice to see where we are at that point. If we still haven't grabbed these south side liquidity stops by 8:30 tomorrow, by this news release, then I'd like to see price try and attack those. If we have, then I will be a little bit more weary, and it's possible price may continue to run, because as soon as it gets below these weekly lows, it's looking very devilish for the dollar in terms of where we'd be heading to next in terms of targets. There is a bullish order block down here, which we may want to pay a little bit of attention to, but generally speaking, I'm going to be remaining bearish until proven otherwise. So it is nice to see that we are trading towards our targets that I called out. Although it's not delivering how we expected, it's still allowing us to work around it, because it's telling us, okay, well, if you're going to be moving this fast lower, if you're going to be moving this quickly lower at this time of the week, then we know that likely later on in the week there's going to be, the opposite of that kind of movement. So that's definitely something to take into consideration, and that should help us moving on with the rest of the week. Nonetheless, let's go down to the 15-minute. A lot of consolidation here, not the cleanest, but like I said, it does look like prices is going to continue to run on lower, as there's not necessarily any need to be retracing at this point. So definitely paying attention to these lows, and once we've taken out those stops, I'll be seeing how price reacts, and then seeing what the news gives us. But I do want to see the south side liquidity grabbed before I start thinking about any kind of premium at this point. So let's head on to GBP USD. We will start on the daily. Hopefully you guys have watched yesterday's video. If not, definitely go check it out. Although, like I said, I was expecting low prices at the beginning of the week. Again, very expansive Monday. Look how fast price is moving. Where is it moving to? Well, like I said, I've drawn our attention to these highs, and then this high will be a nice drawn liquidity for price as well. So let's get that marked out for us, like so. So it'll be nice to see if price can start to trade up into that. What we can do is we can look at this large wick now, and the fact that we're trading through that 50% level means that we can start looking at that 25% level and 50% level as potential points where we may find support to help allow price to continue to trade on even higher. So let's drop down to the 4 hour and take a closer look. And you'll see beautiful delivery to the upside running into this rejection block level, and it'll be nice to see, like I said, if we can grab those stops. As far as I'm concerned, price shouldn't need to drop below this level, which I just marked out from the 25% level. So again, I'm looking for this high to get taken before we start dropping into any kind of discount. So we should again remain bullish until proven otherwise, because these are the highs I've got my eye set on, and then potentially these depending on how crazy dollar wants to drop. Nonetheless, let's drop down to the 1 hour, get a closer look. Nice little bullish order block formed inside of there. Definitely take note of that. And then you can see the buy stops that have been ran as soon as Monday opened. So again, price is moving awfully fast for a Monday. and we need to really acknowledge that, because later on in the week it will probably run back on everyone's stops with intention as well. So that's something to take into account. When it will do it, maybe back off on the back of interest rates or something, but we should just allow this kind of rallying to happen at this point of the week. We will drop down to the 15-minute. Again, quite a lot of consolidation, not as clean as it looks on the higher time frames, but nonetheless, there's no reason to be thinking about shorts at this point, because we have a target for buy side. Nothing has proven otherwise, so there's no reason to expect any kind of anything else at this point, if that makes sense. So that's going to be everything on pound. Really simple, guys. Let's just finish up on Euro USD. And when I say simple, I mean simple as in, although I'm not necessarily, drawing exact, although I'm not being as precise as I am, say, on my weekly reviews and such, the concept I'm telling you is really significant. Think about it. It's Monday, we've opened, and we've traded a crazy amount already. Price is in a rush to get somewhere. They're sending price in one direction somewhere really quickly. It's in a rush. And when price moves in a rush, you'll find that it gets tired out quicker, which means what? Consolidation. And then knowing that we got high impact news for the whole week, Tuesday right through Friday, including interest rates, it's not really surprising to me. So we just got to take these things into account. But nonetheless, let's do the same thing. Let's look at this wick. You can see how it just tapped above that 50% level. I do have my eyes set on this buy side liquidity pool, and you'll see that there's a daily bearish order block up here as well. So it'll be nice to see if price can manage to reach into that. And at that point, it'll be nice to see if we react to that. And if we do, that will be a nice strong indicator for us that might be the reversal we're looking for. But let's not focus too much on that for now. Again, nothing too crazy. We're just kind of hovering around. You see how price is, again, volume staying above that 25% level, pushing to get to that buy side liquidity pool. Nice little breaker here as well. High, low, higher, high, broke lower. So that lines up nicely with that level as well. So this is definitely something I have my eyes set on Euro. Let's go to the 1 hour. And again, a little bit of consolidation, but there's no reason to expect any kind of downwards price action at this point, because there's clearly a draw on liquidity to the buy side. So we should allow that to happen until proven otherwise. So yeah, pretty quick video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, watch yesterday's video, because I did explain if price starts rallying at the beginning of the week like this, again, it just hints to us that it's likely that we'll get that midweek or Thursday reversal, which is typical, especially on the back of high impact news, especially with what we have going on, all the craziness that's going on in the world. If you know, you know. And yeah, we just gotta be really wary of that. This consolidation right here, again, not the cleanest. It's not very clean at all, so it'll be interesting to study this later on in the week. But generally speaking, as far as I'm concerned, moving into the new day, price shouldn't need to drop down below that 50% level unless we're bearish. And when we're, this kind of expansion, we're not really bearish. I'm expecting us to run up to here. So I'm looking at the 50% level of this, and then after that's been taken, after that high's been taken and we've traded into that higher time frame PD array, then and only then would I think about looking at these consolidation points to be getting violated. And we can see the same on dollar, if that makes sense. So we have clear consolidation here. Let's draw that out. It's a little bit more expansive on dollar, but nonetheless, the same logic applies. Like, I'm looking at that 50% level. I'm expecting price to take out these lows. After these lows are taken, and only after those lows are taken, is there space, room, and validity and availability for a reversal to form, that I'd be like, okay, cool. Now let's start looking at these highs. But I'm not thinking about that until probably Wednesday or Thursday. Same on GBP, the consolidation, draw that out, same thing. It should be able to respect at least the midpoint of that if we're going to be continuing to our buy side target. So I hope that all makes sense, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe, join the mailing list, join the Discord. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully more stuff will go on that we can analyze. And I am in a bit of a rush today, so sorry I couldn't get too in depth. But tomorrow's video should be a lot more in depth for sure. So definitely have your post notifications turned on. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.